Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Luckiest Person Season 6, The Battle of the Units. As we left off, we finished all of the round ones, and yeah, it was a very interesting battle. Some we expected to win one, and some that we didn't expect to win one as well. So it was a quite interesting round one. But now we face off round two. The winners of round one now face each other to claim their spot in the quarterfinals. Now, first off, our first section is none other than Corey versus Hugh. So we have the not Vladimir, we have the Vlad the Impalers versus the Ninjas. Now, the Ninjas are ranged units. They are worth 500 each. The Vlad is a, melee unit worth 1,800. And here we go, guys. We have an even split money-wise, 9,000 versus 9,000. But we have 5 Vlads versus 18 Ninjas. So I'm very doubtful for Vlads because they are outnumbered and they're melee units. But it is tabs, so we might end up being surprised. As we've seen before, the Ninjas are a cool looking unit. They have a very huge shurikens or shurikens. Uh, and their outfit is pretty cool. Nice and ninja. And then we have, I thought that was one then, but no, that's a bucket. Should have gone to Specsavers. Now, the Vlads, they do look like Vlad the Impaler, don't they? Whenever I say Vlad, I always want to say Vladimir, which then reminds me of Vladimir, the president. I mean, we never even took the time to see the map. I mean, very nice map. Very nice indeed. Love how it's raining. Anyway, let's move on to why you're all here. Let's actually watch the battle. I'm rooting for the blue team here. As you can see, one Vlad is already dead. None of the ninjas have been even hit yet. And it was just a slaughter. All the ninjas just used their range to their advantage. And the Vlads stood no chance. So with that in mind, that means Corey is now eliminated. He died. He managed to beat the Berserkers, who are quite a strong unit, but he just couldn't beat the range. He just couldn't get in there. So Hugh makes it over onto the quarterfinals. Congratulations, Hugh. Now, of course, we're going to move on to the next section not the next section. We're going to go move on to the second battle of round 2. Daisy versus Min. And so Min is being represented by Shukonu, and Daisy is being represented by the Banshees. So Daisy, the Banshee, is in the secret section, cost, let's have a look, 1,100. Whereas the Shukunu only costs 350. So let's get some banshees in here. We've got 10 banshees worth up to 11,000. That is a whole load of Shukunus. All firing. At right. So the cost advantage goes to the banshees here, but they are all spread out, which could work in their favor, but also could not. The Shukonus have the numbers advantage. They definitely look menacing with their sheer amount of numbers. But as as me and my co-host, who is not here, he's in the Discord somewhere. Don't know where he is. But yeah, if we ever go down and have a look, the banshees don't have legs. They're just a torso. Pretty cool. Their eyes, I like them. I like the little smoke around their hands, the chains moving around. And then these guys with their menacing looking crossbows. Let's have a look. It was just a slaughter. They have a very quick shooting range. Oh, nice range. And attack speed is quite high. Apparently so. Just turned everything into a pincushion. Which now, obviously, because of that, we now know that Daisy has been eliminated. And so, with that in mind, it obviously means that Min gets to move on to the quarterfinals against Q. So that's two ranged units against each other, which could prove to be a nice, cool looking fight, or it could just be a slaughter for one of the sides. We'll never know. Well, we won't know until the quarterfinals. Now we move on to the second section, Amy versus Brian. Now, if you watched the last one, you know that the super peasant is not going to be messed with. It just destroyed every single hay baler that ever existed. Amy has the Deathbringer though, so they could prove to be good, but they could also be bad. Let's have a look, shall we? Peasant. There's the super peasant with his awesome looking thing. Now, we can afford, I say we can afford, we have to have, to try and make it even. It's gonna lag the game out, so it's gonna have to be in slow motion. But I can. These are a lot of death bringers. We're nowhere near a million. We'll go up to 300. We'll say the limit is 300. Mainly because I just want to see 300 death bringers just get worked by the super peasant. As you can see, we almost filled this center circle here. You probably can't see because OBS is terrible. You can definitely hear me, and you know that it's not my PC that's broken because you can hear me perfectly fine. But the game for me is working fine. Oh, 301. There we go. 600,000 versus 9,999,999. Now I don't think we've actually gotten up close. We've seen him. He's just standing there in the rain like some anime protagonist. And we get over here to the Deathbringers. They look insane. I would have liked to have seen them move further into the round, but yeah, the Super Peasant is already in there doing its thing. He is getting injured though. He is getting injured. We didn't see that with the hay balers. He's out. Oh, he is getting injured. He comes through. You can see him there lagging his head. And you can see him just trying, and he's actually getting injured. This is an interesting development. Maybe if the game could handle bigger armies, the Deathbringers might be able to stand a chance. If we had 9,999,999 worth of Deathbringers. The hay balers were just terrible. They didn't stand a chance. They didn't even damage him. But look at that. He's lost some health. It's not a lot, admittedly, because he is an OP character, one of the best in the game. But the fact that he's losing health is a major surprise because, like I said, he's one of the most OP characters in the entire game. Well, the Deathbringers are trying to chase him. Flying all over the place, just like the hay balers are. He did a flip, he's doing a cartwheel, and he flops and dies. We're all trying to attack him. He is still losing health. He's doing a slither of health at that time. Still like me. We love these graphics, folks. I had it. Oh my god. Did you look at that? They are all dying. The Super Peasant is losing a lot of health, though. That is a lot of health. I do have to change. I want to see if I can toggle pause time. Yeah. Toggle free cam is F. slow motion? Where's the slow motion? Slow motion is left button. Is it? Oh, it is. Wow. I was using the letter F. You can just about see the the super peasant there. He's getting worked. This is the most damage I've seen a normal unit do to the super peasant. But even so, you can just see the amount of Deathbringers that have been killed due to this fact that the super peasant is so OP. Like I said, I would have liked the Deathbringers to move further into the tournament, but I am highly doubtful that they're going to be able to do enough damage to the super peasant in this short amount of time, because just look at it, he's just going around killing everything. We're just going to let that, gonna let it go quickly. It's very laggy. You can see bodies just flying all over the place. I have no idea what's really going on here, but yes, you can see that at least they're doing some damage, and even though the Deathbringers are going to lose, even though the Deathbringers lost this, it will forever be, no doubt in my mind, be a legend in our books, because they almost got the super peasant down to half health. There is no map. Oh no, there is a map, which is underneath it. Oh, I have no idea why we keep getting put underneath the map. I might have to restart this, guys, because yep, the camera is broken. Okay then. Well, they actually broke my camera. Just the sheer numbers. There we go. So everything's all fixed. Now, as we know, the super peasant ended up winning that. So unfortunately, Amy and the Deathbringer have to go home. They're out. So yeah, I am very sad to say that Amy is out, but I'm proud of Brian for being able to get lucky enough to get the super peasant on his side. And this might be the first time this Brian is deserves this win, I believe. Because anyway, Brian, it's funny because Brian is my co-host. Believe it or not, he is the co-host of Luckiest Person, with me being the host, of course, and making this content for you guys. So we move on to Peter and Son now. Now we got a surprising victory from Son when he has his peasant, but we had an amazing win by the skeleton archers. So at this point, it could be anyone's game. The skeleton archers being obviously the more expensive unit than the peasant. We're gonna have 9,080. And then sun, on the other hand, gets obviously. I am I am going to love watching this chaos unfold. My game's going to love me. Just going to love me. Like we've just reached 5,000. But these are the battles you guys want to see. Just sheer number. 8,000. We're almost there. My game is going to love me, I swear. And there we go. Oh, actually. Yeah, even 10,080 versus 10,080. We have 56 skeleton archers versus 336 peasants. Now, the sheer number of peasants right here just shows how cheap they are. But I think they'd be able to swarm because I don't think the skeleton archers can shoot fast enough. What? Have a look. Ah. It's like a zombie horde. Oh my god, his head just went flying. His head is gone. That is a head right there. I believe that's a head. That is... That is a head right there. Yeah, he's dead. But we see a lot of fire here, guys. A lot. The peasants are managing to break in and kill some of the archers. But a lot of peasants are dying. They walk into the fire and they just burn. Well, a lot of peasants are managed crawling in over there. They're definitely making work of the archers on that side. The archers are making work of the peasants on this side. There is just a line of fire that all the peasants are just walking through, burning and dying. They don't even get hit. They're just burning due to the other. This could be close, or it could be devastation for the peasants. I mean, there's one peasant that no one can hit over there, apparently. Oh, never mind, as I say that, he's dead. Well, the peasants are very confident in their numbers, but they are getting thinned out. Remember, we had 336 of these peasants. Yep. Well then, numbers may have saved them against the quick draw, but at the end of the day, if numbers are put to numbers, and then they don't really do a whole lot. All these heads. That head went flying. We saw, yeah, there it is over there. Like, here's when they were started firing. One peasant got in, got a lucky blow, and just knocked his head off, just completely clean off. They went flying. But yeah, look at the amount of skeletons still left. The peasants just got worked. because of this. So yeah, I'm just surprised. I am kind of surprised and kind of not because the peasants were just amazing against the most expensive unit in the work. Look, the most expensive quick draw unit. Yeah, in the Wild West, the most expensive Wild West unit was the quick draw, but they only had five. We had cheaper skeleton archers, and they just worked the peasants. There's no doubt about it. There's no doubt about it that they just got worked. So the skeleton archers move on. Unfortunately, the skeleton archers are against the super peasant, which, as we know, just obliterates everything. Even the Deathbringer couldn't kill him. They did damage, but they couldn't kill him. Now it's Gumi versus Mischief, which is the Reaper versus the Wheelbarrow. So let's get 1, 2, 3, and 4 of them. And then we're going to get the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. It is evenly cost, an even cost, but we've got more wheelbarrows than Reapers. But the Reapers, they can attack, they can insta kill using their tentacles and just drag the dead bodies around, which is kind of interesting. Yeah, the wheelbarrows stood no chance. Wheelbarrows stood no chance. God damn. So that was just oof. Gumi goes on the quarterfinals, which is kind of funny because the wheelbarrows win the next battle, then obviously it'll be Reapers versus wheelbarrow again, which, as we know, doesn't work. So we move on to the next battle immediately, which is PC versus Fraser. And in other words, wheelbarrow versus blow darter. So the wheelbarrows are about 1,000 each, and the blow darters are 220 each. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10,000 worth of wheelbarrows. I forget that they do that thing where they glitch. Okay, let's have a look, see who wins. It's gonna be close because they're all moving. I don't think they can hit moving targets very well. And they done. They did make short work of the wheelbarrows when they were moving in a straight line. But as soon as the wheelbarrows started, curving and being the unpredictable unit that they are, the blow darters just couldn't hit them at all. If they got lucky and managed to hit them, then that's fine. But they just couldn't. They just couldn't. And so the wheelbarrows just made short work of the blow darters. And so, because the wheelbarrows win, Fraser is eliminated. PC goes on to the next round against the Reapers. It was just going to be the same result of Reapers versus wheelbarrow. So we could get more Reapers, more wheelbarrows to see if that makes a difference. But what's the point? It's going to be probably the same result. Now we move on to the fourth section, Brett versus Jackie. Now, we saw Jackie just work the Taekwondo units. Absolutely work them. But Brett has Artemis. So, I don't actually know who's going to win. The Solar Architect is worth 1,200 gold per unit placed. But of course, Artemis is worth 5,500. So, let's put 4 down. That's 22,000. That is okay. 400. Okay. That is a lot of units. Let's have a look to see who wins, shall we, guys? I accidentally possessed a unit which may. Oh. The Artemi, or the Artemises, just worked these guys. The Solar Architect. Which is just surprising. It's not really surprising. We saw how strong the architects were, and they did manage to kill one of the Artemises. But the Artemisi, or Artemises, however you want to pronounce or pluralize them, were just unstoppable. That's just an unstoppable force. And so Brett moves on to the next round, into the quarterfinals. So yeah, let me just change the old tournament bracket here. Jackie is out, and Brett moves on to the next round. And now for the final battle of round 2. We have Cameron versus Justin, which is going to be interesting because we have 2 ranged units here. We have Cameron, or me, who have the spear throwers, who are only worth 120, versus Justin, who has the poachers, who is also worth 120. It's going to be evenly matched number wise and evenly matched cost wise. You just got to choose. Let's have a look. Okay. 1080. Sure.